I'm gonna need. We say this every week. I'm not gonna say it again. What's up, everyone? The people that are here for the recap. It's the recap of Dope Fiend, Donald Goines' dope book called Dope Fiend for the Black community. This was an author that this was like the only books I really wanted to read back in in like high school and stuff. So we got Donald Goines, Dope Fiend. I don't know if the light is taking too much off of that, but and it's also up on the screen. But if you do not have the book, get the book. I am just doing recaps, summaries of these chapters, which is getting pretty thick. Chapter 3. I'm gonna do a quick recap to get to 3. And yeah, we're gonna do that. So shout out to Hippie, the producer. She's up in here. Always make sure things run smoothly. Shout out to everybody coming in. And as always, well, we'll get to the other stuff later when we end. But we are on chapter 3. Thank you, Alton. I don't know if you that might be the wrong fan that I want. What up, Boo? We on chapter 3. We on chapter 3 of Dope Fiend by Donald Goines. So here's the deal, okay? For the people that's just new to this, y'all can catch up a little bit more on chapters 1 and 2 in the previous videos. But I'll just give you a quick little summary. Chapter 1, we meet Porky. We meet this other chick, Jean, who is we find out that Porky's just this nasty fat, horribly fat, as Donnell will say, and he is the drug dealer. He got this apartment building. All the dope fiends come to his crib, chill, get a little doped up, and he like the ladies coming over, so he could look up their skirts or wait for them to just be ready to fiend so he can get a little bit of that and skeet. You feel me? So that's pretty much chapter 1. He got a chick, Smokey. Smokey's also a dope fiend as well, but she don't let people get over. You know what I'm saying? She like a crackhead that got value still. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to do a empire while being a crackhead. So that's Smokey. Smokey usually come in the scene like at the end of every chapter, letting you know that this is what it is. Let me scratch this off real quick because I feel like it could be okay. Boom, that felt better. So that brings us to chapter 2. After we see how perverted Porky is, we see his spot. We go to chapter 2. It opens up with Teddy and Terry. Teddy and Terry's a couple. They've been dating. Terry feel like, Teddy probably did dope here and there, but she don't feel like he an addict. You know what I'm saying? So it starts off, he asks her for some money. She like, I just gave you some money. I need this $2 to get me back and forth to work. Teddy apparently has this baby voice that she cannot say no to, takes her upstairs, find out when she get upstairs, he was really just using her to get some Dopefiend. Now, Porky in this in chapter 2 is just he could see that she not there right now, but he want to get her fiend out because he like him some Terry's, my bad. He ain't gay. He like him some Terry. So he give her a little something, tell her and Teddy that they gotta do the dope right in front of his face. So he get turned on by watching girls nod off. Okay. So of course, Smokey come out at the end of chapter 2, hit him with, because there's a crackhead white boy who take too much. He having an overdose. His partner try to steal the money out of him. Smokey not having that. Kick them. Get the hell out. Don't come back here no more. Okay. So that's chapter 2. That's the catch up. Now we on chapter 3. Okay. Terry is fiend the hell out. Okay. She don't really know she there just yet, but Terry is the chapter 3 is basically Terry turning into a crackhead. Like the process of turning into this dope fiend that Porky has been waiting for. If you ever watched the process of a zombie, this is what this chapter is. And they kind of one of the two same things, except they're not really getting high. How many chapters you going through? Oh, we only doing chapter 3 today. I'm reading chapter by chapter, once a week with you, Spider-Man. But I do encourage you to get the book because Donnell Goines is very, very detailed. When I tell you this whole, and you can ask questions, I could tell you any answers from chapter 1 to 3, but I'm not gonna go over that. I encourage you to get the book because Donnell is very, very detailed in his description. Like I said, this whole chapter 3 was about Terry becoming this crackhead, the start of it. So ask your questions away. I'm gonna finish this recap and then I'll answer some of your questions. So boom. This is how I know Terry fiend the hell out now because it opens up with her being in the department store. She at her department store and she is just dreaming. Okay, she going through the aisles and stuff, and in my head, she just like loo loo loo, but she in a whole other world. Okay, not only is she in a whole other world, but she can't stop thinking about the dope bag that she got in her pocketbook. She got a whole dope bag. Now, remember when I told you that Porky wasn't gonna let them leave without her finishing that stuff. So why she got some in her pocketbook? Because that situation happened 10 days ago. And Teddy, her mans, has taken her back ever since. Now, Terry's so messed up. She's sitting there trying to convince herself that she not cracking shit, just like she was trying to convince herself about Teddy. Now she like, how could she get addicted in that short of time, even though she can't stop thinking about the dope bag? Like she start counting backwards, she start doing all this stuff and she can't think about it. She don't even realize because it describes her saying that it was like her coming out of her body and watching somebody else, but she snuck away from her desk, okay, from customer service to go to the women's room so she could do her dope. So she did her dope in the bathroom stall. Her white coworker come up in there, asking every question but the obvious. Now the crazy thing is, I guess at this time, white people didn't really know too many crackheads. They ain't never see the effects, the symptoms of what a crackhead is, because her coworker come in, she asking, you sick, you pregnant? She like, nah, I'm be cool, right? Boom. So she leave, come back, tell the boss, because she tell the boss she might have to leave soon. You know what I mean? She not feeling too well. So the boss come in while she trying to wash this cold off her face. This is a half hour later. She think it's seconds. It's a half hour later. She get up in the mirror. The boss come in going, damn, you look messed up, Terry. Terry like, I do, huh? Terry trying to keep herself awake because, again, one important part I left out in the stall, she just went in to take a bump. That bump turned into 2 bumps because in her head she was going, I could probably just sniff a little bit so Teddy don't notice. So that means she's supposed to have this bag for Teddy at the end of the night. And that's not what happened. So she did a little bump. She wound up doing 2-3 more. So she pretty much killed the bag because she was like, oh, this don't look like enough. So she was like, I might as well go ahead and sniff that up. So she talking to her boss. Her boss like, damn, you look messed up. You should probably go home. She like, you know what? I should. She was like, and just just to be clear, you have been dozing off for the past few days, and I've been watching you because that's what white bosses do. They watch a black coworker, especially if you the head of the department. She gonna be watching everything you do. So she nodding off, but she don't know she a crackhead. So boom, Terry leave the job. Terry walking through the job, knocking shit over. She all stumbling, getting out in the street. She finally make it to a bus stop. Terry whole goal is to find a place to where she don't have anybody looking at her and she could just nod off by her damn self and in peace. She want to enjoy her high without feeling crackish because again, part of her is still going, I'm not a crackhead. I don't think I'm a crackhead. And the other side is like, we need to go get some more crack. So Terry get on this bus. Terry gonna go all the way back to the bus so she don't be noticed. She don't want nobody to notice her. So she go to the back of her bus. Immediately her head just dropped. I don't know if y'all rode the bus or what kind of bus transportation you rode, but I used to ride a bus in Newark, and that's where the crackhead sat. the crackheads was always in the back of the bus, and probably for that reason itself. But she basically, like, just how they got handicap seats, she went to the crackhead seat. Okay, so she in the back of the bus nodding off. Now people looking at her. First, this couple looking at her, they laughing, then they, this neither here nor there. So she need to get off this bus. As she get off the bus, guess where she go? As she trying to find a spot to get to just nod off, her mental is like, you know what? If I just have a little bit more dope, then maybe I could wake up. Now, I am what do you call it? I have once dibbled and dabbled of addictive ways. I used to drink, and addicts have a strong mind. They have a good sense of how I can manipulate this situation. I remember one time I went to my cousin's house and I was already faded, but for some reason, for like 4 or 5 seconds, I felt like I wasn't faded. My cousin said he was gonna take a nap, and I knew where he hid the liquor. You want to know why? Because I was watching him open up cabinets when I was asking for some water. So he had this like sink right in the kitchen. Yeah, he had this sink in the kitchen, and under his sink he had the liquor. So he go take a nap, but he left his door open. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, how am I gonna get to the liquor without him seeing you? Mind you, my cousin didn't even care if I went and got a drink. It was just like noon, and I didn't want to look like an alcoholic, pretty much like Terry. So instead of just walking over to the sink, I got up and I did like a army move. I rolled, I tuck and rolled, and then I did like this army move to get to this cabinet that had the liquor. So I opened the cabinet. You would have thought I was on a mission, okay? You would have thought I was CIA or definitely working for them hired people. So I got it, opened it up, took like 2 sips, and then I put it back slowly, and then I went back to the thing. But that's the mind of like a crackhead or an addict in general. You think that nobody knows is real talk. It was a whole I did the whole thing, and I told him later. He was like, why you just didn't get a cup? I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm known for being an alcoholic, so I don't want to. Anyway, so that's Terry. Terry thinks she hot and stuff and getting away with shit. And everybody knows she a crack. She turned it into this crackhead. Hmm. Her mind tells her, I think I should go get some more dope so that I could wake up. So she winds up going over to freaking Porky's house, man. So she go to Porky house and she changing. Cause in the second chapter, when I read it last week, I was saying how like Teddy was just getting her for all her money, manipulating her to go upstairs, and she think it's for something good, and she don't think nothing wrong with him, and then he turning her out basically. By now, she like, I'm gonna go over there and I know he gonna give me some free stuff, but what he gonna think about my man not being here? But she was like, I don't even think my man really want me. Now she like, I think that nigga was using me and I'm gonna use it back to get what I want. So she pop up at Porky house, fiend out. Porky on the porch in his chair looking, because he likes seeing the cabs come by, because usually it's a crackhead, right? So that's what he doing. He's staring at the other side, across the street where the hotel is. So Terry come up out of the cab. She paying the cab, got her short skirt on. So Porky looking at it from the porch. He go step inside. No, he go up to the banister, and she come up. She like, he like, yo. So they both, he like trying not to be too much like, I know what this is already, because he like, I got her. She fiending. She gonna come get this, and she probably don't have enough ducats. I'm hoping that. Let's assume that, right? And she like, damn, I don't want him to think I'm a fiend. I just need a little something, to get through the night. and my man's not here, and I usually come with my man. So how I could finagle this? So she like, hi, Porky. He like, what up, Terry? He like, yo, Terry, why you ain't? He was like, I could save you some time by coming upstairs because your man's, his car not here. And she was like, oh no, for real. So she get to the door, and it's basically like, I didn't even know he wasn't there. And he was like, well, yeah, I could have saved them legs for you. And she was like, well, that's crazy. And he go to act like he gonna close the door. She like, right, it's all so he go like he gonna act like he gonna close the door so that she could feel like he don't know why she's there. Terry like, did this did he just close the door on me? The thing that you could do to get a chick. Like, don't act like you don't like her. They always tell you that, as a man growing up. You know what I'm saying, fellas. So he tried to close the door. She was like, wait a minute now, you're not gonna turn me down plus the blow. Okay, I'm leaving with something. So he go, well, come in. I ain't know you want something. So she come in, boom. She short money. She don't have enough money. This other chick, Minnie, let me tell you, Donnell, as much as he put crackheads and violence and stuff like that in his books, there's always someone or multiple people that still got a heart, like that still care no matter how much bad they doing. They murderers. They still give hugs out, on Saturdays, that type of thing. So Minnie, another crackhead, she's sitting over there watching what Porky doing because she ain't got money. Terry don't have no money. He trying to get her to sit down. He want to look at them legs. He's been waiting for this, but he don't want to push too much because he don't think she that fiend out. Just when he about to get Terry to come sit on that armchair that he loves so much, Minnie shot out and she like, hey, I got the rest of the money. So he look at her like, like he want to punch her in the face. Right. Well, I want to say rightfully so, but I get the frustration of basically you cock blocking Minnie. So Minnie, like she got something. So he think he's still gonna get her because she used to get $5 bags. Boom. They got the money. So here's the twist. He get the money. He's like, I'm not even tripping. I know she's gonna be fiending soon, so I'm gonna just hold in my anger, let it go. Smokey came out, had to count the money. I'm just throwing it in because Smokey in every chapter. So Terry now walking with Minnie, and Terry like, well, where we gonna go to do this? Because mind you, Minnie is the chick that's like, you not gonna disrespect her, okay? You gonna treat her like a lady. I know your type. She talking about from a previous situation. Like, I know what you trying to do. You trying to give her drugs and you trying to have sex with her, and that's what you not gonna do because she a strong woman. Boom. So that helps you tie into the rest of the story, which is as they walking outside, and Terry's like, where we going? Minnie goes, oh, we going right to the hotel to where the prostitutes are, basically, because now they go into this hotel. It's a messed up hotel. They describe it as being worse. The same disgusting discuss. That's not a word. It's just as disgusting as the outside as it is on the inside. I'm getting better with my words, hippie. Don't judge me. Okay, I'm reading. So they go into this building, and the lady is like, so when you working today? And she was like, oh no, I'm gonna work later. So Minnie got all these morals and stuff, but she getting banged at night for free. And I feel like, I mean, not for free, for money, but I feel like that's the same thing. You still getting paid for something. It's just crack. Dope, right? It's the same kind of payment, but you getting this multiple times when all I gotta do is smash Porky. I mean, Porky is horribly fat. We talked about this already, but multiple men versus Porky with a high. I mean, get me high before Porky come to me. That's all I'm saying. So she go up in there. Minnie is a horrible drug user. I don't know how she been going to Porky House for a year, but they go up, not even in the hotel room. They go up in this little like closet kind of space, this little room nobody really use. And she looking for stuff to where she can start getting the fix ready, start grabbing all this dirty stuff. And as she's looking for the stuff, she's telling Terry, like, if you ever have a John that you want to bring in the room, you could bring him here. And I'm like, okay. And then she like, if you ever could do this, you want to do this. So she trying to help like set her up and tell her like, nah, you don't need Porky for the free drugs when you can get this meat, when you can suck a thing for like $20. You know what I'm saying? That's smart because you suck about 10 of those a day. That's what, $200? Suck them all day, okay? Oh, you on every platform, hippie? Hilarious. So that is the gist of the story. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. So as she's telling her this stuff, I say she's a horrible addict. She don't know a user because she is trying to find a vein. And the rest of the chapter is just about her trying to find a vein, and she just sticking herself and bleeding as Terry is sitting there watching. And that's pretty much how it is. She just like, oh no, that ain't it. I gotta find a vein. Oh no, that ain't it. So she did that for the rest of it. So that is how the chapter 3 ended. Terry is on her way to be fiend the hell out. Any questions? Do y'all remember these chapters? Hippie, you said you read this too. Shout out to Donnell Goines. Y'all got to get this book. I didn't even know that was on my thing. We can't hide that or delete it. Donnell Goines, everybody. So that was chapter 3. Chapter 1 and 2 is up on here. I suggest you guys get the book. No, I said Donald. It's hush up. It's my New York accent. You know what I'm saying? Donald instead of Donald. That's what you hear. You know what I'm saying? You on chapter 4, Venus? Oh, so you already know what it is. And I can imagine where they're at with that. I can imagine where chapter 4 is. So we'll be back next Saturday with chapter 4. Thank you guys for the new subscriptions, the new follows, the shares, the super chats. I appreciate all the stuff that y'all been doing. Yes, we have another episode of No Sound Charades. If y'all haven't checked that out, make sure you check it out. It is now streaming on my YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So go like, comment, and subscribe to those. This week we have To Hear More. You already know what it is. Zooming with the homies / damn internet you scary / more to the story / so much more. And we have Chase Anthony, and we also have Sasha Merci. It's gonna be fire. You already know what it is. Team Tatriots right here. I do have some merch up, guys. If you purchase some merch, you will be helping out with a charity. I go and get extensions, and I go through my closet once a month to grab and give away clothes, as well as to go grab some essentials for the homeless or shelters, like women abuse and so on and so on. So, like I said, if you get merch, that's what you get. That's what you help out with. Shout out to Rock Deep. Shout out to Rock Deep Global, bam, for the nice kicks. You can follow him at Rock Deep Global. Let me lean back a little bit. There you go. They're really fire. They're comfortable as hell. And I like them. Black and gold. That's my new thing. And last but not least, this is my shea butter. I don't even get labels from her for him here. But we got some shea butter that you can always find at marshanicole.com. These are organic hair plus body care products. She's also a hairstylist, and she has shea butter. She has healing elixir. She has the scalp scrub. She has so many things, but again, they are luxury organic hair products. They're affordable, and it's Black owned. The detail is crazy, huh, boo? I hate Monique. You got me up here calling you boo. All right, y'all. So that's the end of this. Thank y'all for sticking around. Like I said, go catch up. Go grab the book if you don't have it already. It is very detailed. I'm just here to give you the recap and to get into reading. You guys are helping me get back into reading because I wait for these days. I'll see you next week. Actually, I'll see you Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Right? 8 p.m. Eastern. Once again, shout out to Hippie Goes and shout out to everybody for coming in. Preach. Oh. I like how you popped that up before. I gotta send you the new flyer. The new flyer is way hotter. My bad. I got some shows coming up. That was good. That's the first show that's coming up March 23rd. Yep. I got to hear more Tangerine, Nick Bankshot, y'all better known as Mr. Bankshot, Brandon Jordan, and Takara Williams. We're doing the Uncensored Comedy at the Comedy Chateau. That's in North Hollywood. My next show coming up after that is my birthday show, May 25th. In Ontario Improv. Come celebrate with me. I got a fire lineup. Clayton Thomas, Keon Poley, Nikki Paris, and Aaron Mitchell, all friends. And we're going to have some more guests. I am coming to Hawaii, May 12th to the 15th. I believe, 12th to the 15th. I'm coming to Hawaii, Honolulu at the Comedy Pit. And April Fool's Comedy Jam, I will be in Grand Prairie, Texas at the Texas Theater CU. Something like that. Texas Trust CU Theater in Grand Prairie, Texas. April Fools. They got Bruce, Ryan Davis, Bill Bellamy, and myself. I can't remember everybody else. I'm sorry. That's what's going down. And if you are a Patreon, you have a discounted promo code to the Uncensored Comedy. And I will have another one up on there for the birthday show. So go get your tickets, get them ziz now, and I'll see y'all later. Join the Patreon. Peace.